In the poem Transitions by Billy Collins, the poet begins by telling us, in a kind of humorous way, all the things that a poem should not do. Hands by Donald Finkel begins with a straightforward statement of what a poem should do. The poem makes truth a little more disturbing. And then, as if to reemphasize the point, he gives us an image that is in some ways disturbing, I guess, at least in the sense of being arousing. Like a good bra, lifts it and holds it out in both hands, the it being the poem. And then, to visually extend this metaphor, he adds, in some of the flashier stores, there's a model with a hand stitched on in red or black. I'm sorry to say that I've never seen such a bra, but you get the poet's point. Poetry presents us with truths in such a way that we sit up and take notice. We pay attention. That's the point of the first stanza, and it's built on this image of the bra. The second stanza describes what the world is like for most people, and the description is developed with another image. Lately, the world you wed, for want of such hands, sags in the bed beside you like a tired wife. For want of such hands, the face of the moon is bored. The tree does not stretch and yearn, nor the groin tighten. The world you wed refers to the world that we live in and have committed ourselves to. We've got jobs, we go to school, make car payments, pursue relationships. In that sense, we are wedded to the world. But so often we get mired down in the details and just get fatigued by it all. The world is no more interesting than a tired wife or husband sagging in the bed beside you. You know, I read student journals every year in composition classes, and these are written mostly by young adults who one might imagine are living through an exciting time of life. However, one of the most frequently articulated sentiments by students in their journals is, "I'm bored. There's nothing interesting going on. That's annoying." To them, the world they are wedded to is sagging in the bed like a tired wife. Well, if we approach life that way, it doesn't matter which direction we look or what we look at, it's all humdrum. For want of such hands, remember, want in this context means lack, as in lack of. For want of such hands, the face of the moon is bored. The tree does not stretch and yearn, nor the groin tighten. When we look at the moon, we don't see possibilities and wonder. We just see a bored face. When we look at a tree swaying in the breeze, we just see a tree. We don't see suggestions of stretching and yearning and all the possibilities that come from it. The third stanza further develops the poem's first line. Devious or frank, sometimes poems might be devious in that their meanings or impacts might sneak up on us and take us by surprise, or sometimes they might be frank. They might be straightforward and hit us between the eyes. But it doesn't matter. In any case, the poem is calculated to arouse our sense of wonder, our understanding of truth, to arouse our awareness of the sense of life's mysteries that are all around us. The last three lines continue the metaphor in a way that instructs us in how to read a poem. Lean back and let its hands play freely on you. There comes a moment, lifted and aroused, when the two of you are equally beautiful. To appreciate a poem and to get from it something valuable, we can't be in a hurry. We can't be thinking about all the other things we have to do when we read the poem. We have to lean back, relax, and let the poem work on us. Let its hands play freely on you. We have to open up to the poem, and when we do, we're more likely to be aroused. Aroused in the sense that we see something clearer than we've ever seen it before. We have an insight that is deeper than we've had before. And when that happens, the poem becomes more beautiful, and so do we. So this poem expresses yet another view of poetry that we can contrast with the previous poems that have been assigned. This one is the most metaphorically complex as well as the sexiest.